Welcome back to the Heathers. Thank you for tuning in. So I'm boomey. Hey, that's Neficole. Hey, what's up? And we are together, the Heathers. Okay, cool. So today we are going to do like a girls talk. We're going to dip into email that we got for our not very first, but for what will be to you our very first girls talk chit chat thing, where we talk about shit that happens in real people's lives.
We're just kind of trying to include this series onto our channel because we get a lot of questions and people seeking advice from us. I'm not sure why, but
I mean, because we're grown and we've gone through things. And
yeah,
we can give people a little bit of advice on how to handle female friend problems, group friend problems, like
man problems.
I think we are.
You can't talk?
Low-key experts on subjects, so I think it's fitting for us to be answering questions about what people.
I figured this was a good, kind of like a good little branch to kind of bring onto the channel because it is two of us. So a lot of the times you may get different opinions or outlooks about certain things coming from two different people. Even though we have a lot in common, there are some things that we approach differently or think differently or look at just differently. So we figured it would be a cool thing to include. So I hope you guys like this. Here is the email. Okay, we'll leave her anonymous. It says, "Hey Heathers, so first of all, I'm happy that you guys decided to do this type of series on your channel. I love you too and just want you guys to keep up the good work." Then she says, "Okay, so I want your opinion on something. I have a friend who had a falling out with one of her very close friends. Upon the ending of their friendship, my friend talked so much crap about this girl to me, other people, and now worsely the internet. My friend literally shared publicly the worst personal secrets and facts about this girl. So with a significant amount of time passing that they were not friends, me along with others happened to see that my friend posted her and this girl on one of her social medias. She posted an updated picture of them two with a BFF caption. She says, "So now I'm confused. How do I, along with other people, react to that? Knowing that my friend spoke so negatively about this girl at one point, and to now see a post and the caption like none of it ever happens. How do I make sense of this? Is it wrong that I feel some type of way about my friend?" She's friends with a girl, and her friend was friends with another girl, and her friend and that girl had a falling out. And when they had a falling out, her friend talked so much crap about this girl to her.
No, not just her, but to her.
To her.
She was posting posts. She was telling all their friends.
She went all over social media.
She was going out of her way to become friends with enemies of the girl. She was doing the absolute most to unbefriend the friend.
And then, based on what she wrote, all of a sudden she sees a picture on her friend's page of her friend and that same girl, and there's a caption under it that says something like BFF. So now she's kind of trying to say, like,
should I say something? Is it wrong that I feel away? Everyone else feels like people are feeling away. Is it wrong that people feel away?
Like, she feels some type of way. She feels confused because I guess the girl has not even like told her the story about how they rekindled their friendship, or that's what I'm getting from the email.
First and foremost, I'm 1000% always about addressing an issue. Things need to be spoken about, especially if you consider yourself friends. You need to talk about something. So I feel like my advice to her would be like, I think you should hit her and ask her what's up. If I know correct, she was trying to make reference to don't ask me no questions about it, which is out of line because you're not going to go on a hate crusade, add all of the internet and friends, and then not ask, and then request no one ask you questions. That's impossible. You don't include everyone in on some bullshit and then say, but you know what? Once the bullshit's over, I don't need anybody to question me about the bullshit. I feel like she has a right to feel away. I feel like she has a right to question. Anything any of the friends think or feel, I feel is warranted. Because you don't try to bring a bunch of people on board for not liking someone that you were once in love with and then be curious as to why anyone's asking you a question when people don't understand why you're doing what you're doing.
So the first thing that comes to mind after reading this is like, this person isn't a friend. The first mistake that her friend made was to publicly talk negatively about somebody that she considered to be a friend. For me, that is a huge no-no. Especially if you feel that one day there is a chance of continuing the friendship. But despite that, it should just never happen. And it should never happen because of the friendship you did have. Even though it may not be anything to continue, have respect for the time you did share as friends. So if Ashley and I decided to stop being friends tomorrow, for whatever reason.
First of all, we have not been friends before. In the past, I wasn't spreading no business. I wasn't making her look like any way to anybody. I wasn't saying shit. I wasn't, like, you don't do that. If you ever loved someone and you ever had a relationship with someone, you don't do
it. And then talk about it with other people that you know. One. Two, to put it on social media. These are all like red flags. This is not somebody who's a friend.
If you want to talk about it with people you know, that's fine. Talk about it with the people you know. And let it stop there. Don't bring your private business to other people. And when I say people you know, I mean people who know the situation, who know the person, and when you just need to talk about, because maybe you're hurt, maybe you're whatever, because obviously you need to talk about how you feel with someone.
So now they've decided to rekindle their friendship. That's cool. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Two people can agree to disagree and decide to be mature and move forward, or build on working on better friendships, whatever. Cool. I don't think that's a problem. The problem that I'm now seeing, based on what she's saying, is they decided to rekindle a friendship. But that kind of leaves you in a place, well, how am I supposed to feel about this girl now? You done told me all this girl's business. You have made this person seem like such a negative person to me, based on things you've said and you've experienced with her. And now I see that you're back friends with her without telling me anything. That's kind of like unfair. It's like, well, am I supposed to just like accept that? Like, don't you think you should at least give me a general overview of how you guys rekindled? I do think you should feel away. I think that, not that she has to tell you all the details, but she should explain. She should explain. And I feel like, especially with the hole that she dug herself into with all of the negativity that she spoke about this girl, she needs to say something. It's very like confusing. All of a sudden you're back cool with this girl, and then on top of it, it's not even like you're kind of like reintroducing her slowly. You literally just post her on whatever social media and you put a BFF caption. So it's like, wait, so you guys went from not speaking, you were talking shit about her, now you're back together, and she's your BFF. Like, where is the piece that is supposed to fit in between? Like,
yeah, because to me, all that symbolizes is that you guys didn't really address your problems,
or that you're being phony.
Yeah. That's
like,
but that's
she's being phony.
That ties into not addressing your
because I'm sure
problems.
She didn't say any of that.
But that's what I'm saying.
To the other girl.
There's no way you go from yesterday, I don't fuck with you, to today, I fuck with you.
And you're my
BFF. Because
like,
if you addressed your real problems, it would work out like therapy does. You know how in therapy, you start talking, and build and build and build. When you've gone through something with someone you truly care about, if it was something that was a big thing, sometimes you need to have a couple of conversations, or you need to go, you need to talk about it a couple of times. Points need to be made. Everybody needs to be heard out. It just doesn't happen from one day to the next.
This is order.
You didn't address your problems, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Your problems are not addressed at the root, and therefore a lot of room is left for there to be another huge fucking problem.
Right. It just seems really superficial, and it seems really phony, and it seems like whatever brought them back together isn't substantial enough that's gonna make a difference in their relationship this time. Whatever broke them apart in the first place is still there, and the fact that you didn't even feel it necessary to explain it to me means that you're capable of doing that to me. So my advice to you, as the person writing this email to us, is be wary. Be wary and keep your eyes open. And this is a good way to really just learn how to deal with people. Like this is a perfect example of how friendships go down the drain. And the fact that your friend did this to somebody else, know that she could do it to you. If I were you, I would watch what you tell her. I would watch things you say around her, your reactions to things that she does. Just be very weary about how you handle her now.
If you want to handle her at all.
Right.
If you even want to be part of her at all. She really can't be trusted.
No, she can't.
And I don't like to, because I feel like this whole conversation is feeding on the negative, but more times than not, what we're saying is true.
Yeah.
The point is that if you haven't had significant conversations with a friend you've had a falling out with, or even just a disagreement with, there's a very low chance that you two, either one, the other, or both, have really gotten over that situation. And those are things I do not agree with. I agree with having 1,000% conversations with a person that you claim that you care about. Because if you don't care, and then just let it be what it is, and that's fine. I know in the new millennia, it's all about the internet and exposing, but that's really corny.
It really is.
Exposing business is corny because it's your business.
It's so corny.
You're exposing your business for people to mock and talk shit about and have opinions about. That is completely unnecessary. What you're going through in your life is your business.
Right. The fact that I don't even know these people, right? And the fact that I'm just getting your view of the situation, me, just like the public, I already feel like your friend's not shit. She's already, the other girl could dead be wrong. But the fact that you just told me she spoke negatively about this girl on social media, she has no foot to stand on at this point. No credibility. I can't fuck with her. I cannot ever say, yeah, or no. It's just, and I feel like if you are going, I feel like you do deserve an explanation. I also feel like you need to understand that you may not get one, or you may not get a real one. You may get the phony, or superficial one.
That makes sense to you.
Right. But if she is your friend, then you should feel comfortable enough to ask her, so, how did that happen? I'm glad to see y'all are cool, but
yeah,
wow, when, where,
what? When were you gonna tell everyone else?
How about, bitch, if I'm your friend, why am I finding out on social media that you're friends with this girl again?
What's the gag? What happened?
You know what I mean?
I'm not trying to tell anyone that they can't talk to their friends and they can't go through whatever, with whatever growing pains and dealing with the loss of their friend, because it's a loss. It's like a divorce. When you lose a good friend, it's a divorce.
Right.
And it hurts. And sometimes, whether it be good conversation or bad conversation, you need to talk it out with someone. And I'm not trying to say don't do that with your friends. But what I'm saying is don't try to mock your friendship online. Don't try to talk to people who don't even really know y'all like that and then talk shit. Don't try to paint a picture of your friend in front of other people that is unnecessary. That's what I'm saying. If you have a group of friends you need to chit chat and talk it up and get through your shit with, that's perfectly fine. Do that. Because that's part of getting over and getting through and working through pain. So that's perfectly fine. But don't try to drag your friend in front of those who do not know.
Yeah. So
that's ridiculous.
I hope we answered your question, sweetheart. We appreciate you reaching out to us, and we want to encourage our viewers to contact us more. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to always be about friendships. It could be about anything. If you want our opinion, or if you feel like we are in the best position to kind of give you maybe some feedback about something, then you should definitely reach out to us. We have no problem talking about it, making a video about it. So if you like this video, this style of video, please let us know in the comment section down below. If you are not yet subscribed to our channel, I want to ask right now that you press that little red button. We don't want you to miss out on future videos like this, as well as other content that we are going to upload. So yeah, join the crew, and don't forget to like this video, and I guess we'll see you in the next one.
And if you have some topics or some questions or anything, leave those in the comments down below.
Our email is listed in the description box of every video. If you want to talk to us specifically in this series about girl talk, send us an email and put the subject as girl talk, so we can definitely make sure to kind of be eyes open for what you guys are sending us.
And if you want to be anonymous, make that known.
Oh,
if you want to be publicized, let that know. Let that be known. So, with all that said, you guys have a great night. Do what you do. Be cool how you be cool.
You're so
the Heathers.
Anyway, guys, we'll see you guys in the next one.